Hello?
Yo,
Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me now?
yeah, yeah.
I can hear you now.
Forza Milan.
Forza lotta, vincerai.
Vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai.
Ole, Milan. Milan, Milan,
Oh,
Milan.
Where do you guys?
Salernitana,
No,
vaffanculo. Vi rompiamo il culo.
boys, how do you find this energy after such a performance? I wonder.
Come on, the boys gave everything at the end. We had a lot of
Yeah,
chances.
but
It
everything,
was an
man.
ugly
It's
game. It was an
Hey,
ugly
hey,
game.
hey, hey, super chat. Anwar, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate
Yo,
it.
Jesus, yeah.
Hi, guys. Don't worry much. We'll
Thank you,
get
man.
back. We'll get back. Forms matter the most the very end of the season. It's disappointing to continue losing points when our direct competitors are losing points too, but we have to trust the process.
You know what's the
I
sad
agree
thing?
with that. I agree with that.
Wait,
what is-
before we start, Christian, tell Rock to come over, man. Tell
Oh
Rock
no,
to...
Rock has a date. He cannot come.
As a date, okay.
Ah,
that's fine.
yeah.
Anyway, so go for it.
Thank you, Anwar. Really appreciate it.
You know what's the sad thing? Everybody dropped points this round. This was the perfect opportunity to go a little bit forward. And again,
we always
next
do this,
round,
man.
next round they are playing among each other. Roma is playing Lazio, Inter is playing Juventus. Another opportunity to go even further in points.
Yeah.
Further
I
secure
mean,
and-
Opportunity
just-
lost
it
for
was-
sure.
it was like a cursed game. You can see it was literally one of
But
those
it's not
games
just that.
whatever you do.
The league can fuck off with these ridiculous referees. The numbers of
No, I don't. No,
Shameless-
you can't blame the referee
no,
tonight.
not
You
no,
can't blame the
see,
referee tonight.
not for the penalty, but for other stupid shit in 2 or 3 occasions where he could have just given us advantage to try to do something. He stopped the game pointlessly without any need.
Yeah,
They
I don't
have a
like
nor-
the
Sometimes they have to, but I think the game flowed. I really think the game flowed tonight. There were many challenges, and he let the play continue. I think it's just our fault, really. We're a bunch of dickheads in the attack.
No,
Unfortunately.
I'm not saying that it's not our fault, but also the league can fuck off with these ridiculous referees.
Ibra is good, guys. Ibra is looking good, by the way.
That was
Ibra
another
played
thing.
well.
A 42-year Ibra, 42 years old Ibra looks better than all the team combined. More
I
physically.
mean, I'm happy.
prepared.
I'm happy Giroud is not playing against Udinese. I want Ibra to start against Udinese. It's time for Ibra
This
to.
is
to
really
come in.
sad to have a 42 years old better physically prepared than a 20-year-old player.
But it's not. I don't think it's about physicality and preparation, man. Ibra makes the right decision. Simple as that.
But even
Yeah.
physically, he
I
looked
agree.
good.
It's
Not
just
just-
that
not-
he has more quality, he has more IQ, he has
More
better
brain, guys.
No.
more
I'm not
brain,
speaking-
yeah.
I'm not speaking about the decisions he makes. Physically, how he looks and runs. That's the difference.
No,
I mean,
man,
he's
because
gifted physically. He's definitely gifted physically.
He's of course good physically, but that don't think he runs more than the others. He just has more brain, and it looks like he's running more. He's just running better,
He
and he's
runs
making
more than
better
Origi.
decisions. He's passing the ball, man. You know what? Ibra Origi did more than Leao and whatever Giroud the first half, man. And
Ibra did.
Did you
Origi
just
did
say?
not. Let's
Did you
get that
just say
clear.
Origi?
yeah, man.
Come
At
on,
least Origi was a pain in the ass on the defenders, man. He was.
No, he
on
was
the second
not.
post. No, man.
Origi's a
Listen to
pain
me.
in my ass.
Listen, Origi was there on the second post. Every time a cross was coming, was going there on the second post. Leao is 10 meters away from the second post. He's not even looking for a goal. But anyway, that's I don't want to talk about who did less worse because I don't care about that. At this point, I'm even worried about Leao. Just genuinely worried about Leao because the dude has been 2 months worse than, I don't know. You can name worse than Balotelli. Balotelli would have done better in that position in these last 2 months. That's the reality.
Balotelli.
And then this is sad. What does Adley has to do to get more chances? What else? What more did Pioli
He
ask
has
for?
to do better with Pioli's daughter. He's obviously not hitting her in the right spot.
I
And
hope that's true. I hope that's true.
the daughter's not satisfied, so Pioli
Guys,
is.
but it's not a matter of Adli, man. Leao is a better player than Adli. Come on, guys. It's not a matter of Adli now. It's because Adli is not playing. We're losing. That's even today. Gabbia didn't play. Calabria didn't play. We didn't win. It's been 2 games. Calabria, Gabbia, Kier, and all the boys haven't played the fan favorite. Still, we didn't win games. So it's not about the person that is playing in that position. It's about there's more behind than that, man.
I am going to start a little debate here, a little conversation. And I'm going to go back to my original statement this summer, is that we failed when it came to bringing in real quality into the team. And today, the only thing that was missing was quality. And when your first line is not doing the job, you bring in CDK or Origi, they don't do the job, and that's the problem.
I honestly think CDK, Origi, Ibra did better in those 20 minutes than Leao or Giroud and Diaz. And Diaz was so tired. In my opinion, Diaz should have not started the game.
It wasn't just
really
Diaz tired. Even Chow was tired. Chow looked gassed.
Yeah, I mean, he should have made some changes, Pioli, this time. Should have trusted a bit more players like
those two,
Chiaro, Gabbia.
Only those 2 changes would have been enough. Get Chiaro, Gabbia instead of Chiao, and put, for example, CDK instead of Diaz from the start.
Are you telling me if Pioli starts Kier instead of Chow, you will be fine in the beginning of the game?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sure?
Because Chow needs rest.
After the game, you're saying that before the game,
no,
when the
even
lineup
before
comes
the
out,
game.
You were upset about the defense was Kalulu, Chow, Tomori.
No, Andon said before the game. Andon said before the game that Kier should have started.
Kier should have started.
I mean,
Gabbia.
for me,
I
Diaz
don't mind
should have not played.
I don't mind even Gabbia starting.
But guys, let me ask you a question. Like, we're talking about the individuals here, but so I was working while I was watching this match, so I didn't see every single detail, but what I was seeing was Milan had many moments in which they were pretty much squashing Salernitana in their own box. And it's that final play. It is that final play. There's no penetration. There's no creativity there. To me, that's what seemed like was missing. I don't think CDK or Origi. I think the only player that can do that is maybe Ibrahimovic right now. Maybe he can find something.
Overall, during the season, what are you saying? The fact that we didn't bring quality in the squad, you're right. If you look at the bigger picture of the season, if you look at this game, I think Leao has enough quality to punish Salernitana, but the dude didn't do anything. Every attempt, he lost the ball.
Another thing, guys, that was an intentional yellow card from Giroud just to take a rest. The guy is gassed.
I mean, we have enough player, man, to win a game without Giroud. It's not like Giroud.
Yeah, I understand, but that was so intentional yellow card just for him to get a little bit of rest.
I didn't see it. I didn't saw it.
Anyway, we had enough quality today in the first half to do better.
Well, no. Hold on. We have the players with the quality, the first lines, but they're not performing right now. The thing is, like, the players that we bring in have not been performing all season.
Thank God for Mike on the goal, because those 2 saves that he made in the first game are world class. Yeah. Any other goalkeeper would have gotten a red card for those kind of situations.
Yeah, that was a risky one. I wouldn't done it if I was Mike.
They actually
did it perfectly.
But if you get a red card, you make a bigger mess because you're not playing a game, and maybe you lose the game as well. So
would have conceded a goal.
Yeah, one thing I did notice, there are moments where they actually did go back to the 4-2-3-1.
I mean, our formation is quite how can I say it?
Moves
Flexible. It's
Yeah.
just we just start in that way, but at the end we can go 4 at the back. We can go.
In a teams like this, when they defend a lot and they play a bunker, we need to play with 2 strikers. We need to play with 2 classic strikers. It's the only way we can score a goal.
I don't know, man. I was so disappointed about Leao, man. I'm not even upset with the guy. I'm really disappointed. That's it for his performance.
Yeah, same.
But you see, for me, the issue there, you can play with 2 strikers, but you need to get that ball to the strikers, and that final pass is not there. We need a recall.
We were already doing those stupid crosses.
We need someone that has quality in creating those plays that breaks defenses in half. We just don't have that right now. We don't have that.
In my opinion, CDK played well the 20 minutes he played.
He had a okay game.
And we created chances. We've been super unlucky. Even the chance that he saves in the line, Kalulu basically hits the ball.
Kalulu
the ball hits Kalulu. Let's say it like this.
In the hand. That was
and basically does not go in, and goes back to the goalkeeper. Or the chest, Origi when he goes with the chest after Ibra had there, or the Ibra shooting after that good pass. I think it was CDK or Hernandez that gives it to Origi. Origi tries to free himself on the right foot, but does not trust his shot and passes to Ibra. Ibra shoots. That was a good shot as well. We created a lot of chances. It's just one of those games. I've seen Milan with a lot of quality not winning these games as well. So.
Oh yeah. Let's also be clear about that. No, hold on. Larry. Let's also be clear about this. Historically, Milan loses these games or ties these games. Like historically, even when we had Van Basten, even when we had Baggio, even when we had Kaká, and we'd play against these.
Sheva, all of these boys.
We had these teams, but I think today it stings a little bit more because it was such a great opportunity to move forward.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity, but overall, if you think about the season, we missed that quality to determine a moment like this or games like this.
Yeah,
and we lost a lot of points because our defense completely crumbled for a month. So we had to. I would say, it is what it is. I don't think we will struggle for top 4, but we need to start. Do like a 3-4 win in a row, you know.
My fear, and it is a fear, and I don't like using the word fear, but this is a fear, is that things look even like there's a comment here that says it was just bad luck from what I saw. I don't care because we're still 4th place and only 2 points behind 2nd place, and this is true. Like you're right. Like we're still in the top 4 race. My only fear is that they give those points back to Juventus, and if they give those points back to Juventus, we're 5th. We're not 4th. Juventus is 2nd. If I give those points back to Juventus, things can get a little bit complicated. So we need to be careful with that, because right now they're saying that they might be giving the points back to Juve. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll find out. But that can be a problem if they give those points back to Juve. So we got to be really careful. We're playing with fire right now.
Next week I have to see what's going to happen. We're playing Udinese. Well, I think the competitors will play once again against each other. I mean, if we also miss the chance against Udinese, then we simply don't deserve top 4 to an extent. If we're also going to miss out on a huge chance next weekend, you know? It's in our hands, to be honest.
It should be.
I think I lost you guys, or my internet.
Can you hear us, Larry? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
you got attacked.
I don't think UEFA is gonna allow Juventus to go in Champions League after what they did. So I don't think it matters. It's not up to the Serie A. They've
well, I mean, the thing is, we don't know. Until it's official, we don't know.
There is the calls, man. There is interception calls and
yeah. The case
like,
is strong. The case against him is strong. But in the
I
end,
don't
it's
think.
just yeah.
I
We'll
think
see.
minus 15 points is perfect for Juventus. Juventus should consider themselves lucky. Minus 15, still in Serie A. Next season, without European competition, they can challenge for the title again,
But
playing once a
let
week.
me ask you this: if they give those points back to Juventus, would you really be surprised?
I'll be surprised because it's big. It's I don't think they're gonna
Yeah.
give it to them. They're gonna keep them until the end in the mix, and I think Juventus is gonna finish top 4 without needing to get those 15 points. You know, and
Well,
because Juventus is gonna finish top 4 without needing those 15 points back, UEFA is gonna let them get inside the Europa League or Champions League, whatever they're gonna manage to get in.
again, listen.
That's what
Until all of this is official, I will rest my case until then.
I think Juventus is gonna get the 15 points back.
For
In my
now, I would like Milan to be a little bit more efficient and secure these top 4 spots. You know, obviously today we can't. But
I want Milan to win 2 or 3 games in a row, like we did before. We need another 3 games in a row because who we are competing against, Roma, Lazio, Atalanta, Inter, they don't win 3 games in a row. So if you win 3 games in a row, you get an advantage. You get 3 points advantage, and you do it again, and you get another 3 points advantage. And when you have 6 points advantage, it's all about maintenance at the end of the day. Just to clarify, is 12 games until the end of the season. In my opinion, if we win 8, it's 100% top 4. If you win 8, so let's win 8 games.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good number to win. I think that should do the job. I believe so. Yeah.
If we're lucky, even less, but 8 I still think is mathematical.
Yeah, like let's not forget that the only team in Italy. Well, actually, the only team in Italy that is kicking so much ass that is unbelievable is Napoli. I mean, they have the best record out of all of Europe, not just in Italy. But then you also have Juve. We already spoke about that. They're winning a lot of games. But I think the fact that the other teams are not consistent, 8 wins for us should be more than enough. 8 wins should be more than enough if we can do it. And also another thing, we're going to be playing a lot of the smaller teams because we played against Sassuolo, we played against Atalanta, we played against Inter, so we're done with them. We have to still play Roma and Lazio again, and Juve and Napoli. So we do have these games that are tough. But now we have to play against Cremonese. We still have to play against all these smaller teams. And if we don't get these points from the smaller teams, where are we going to get these points from?
We usually get points with the big ones anyway. So we manage usually to get like 3 points here and there with the big ones this season as well.
I hope so.
So, and if you win against the direct competitors, is a 6-point game. So if you win against Lazio and Roma, you basically get an advantage in the table. So you win against Roma, Lazio, and 6 small teams or 5 small teams, that you are top 4 guaranteed.
I think that's going to be key. I think that's going to be key. Winning against Roma and Lazio is going to be definitely key. And maybe getting some cut. Maybe if we can get we have Juventus second to last. That's going to be a key match against Juve, second to last game. Then we have Fatal Verona last. So yeah, I think winning if we can get results against Roma and Lazio, that's going to be key. That's going to be key. Let's go to some chat, Larry. You want to do some respond to some chat stuff? See what
which one do you want to pick? Let me actually just put the link on the chat just in case somebody wants to join.
Okay.
Um,
So let's see. Let's go here. Leao wants to play in Premier League. So let's talk a little bit about Leao. Some people here are asking us to talk about Leao. Well, I mean, Leao now is 10 games with only 1 assist. In 10 games, he's only able to amass 1 assist. Obviously, something is going on with Leao. I don't know what's going on with Leao. I think, honestly, I don't know. If you were really ask my opinion on Leao, I just think that Leao has so much of his game yet to be developed that he doesn't have the football ability to make things work up top for the team. If a team works well, he works well. He can't make the team work well. I don't think he has the football IQ to make the team work well. Like Ibra. Ibra comes in, he doesn't need to do much movement, he doesn't need to do much work. Just his IQ, his simple touches makes everything flow better. Leao still needs to learn this, and I think we're seeing this a lot now that the team is not playing great. What is that's my opinion. What do you think?
it's I don't know, man. I think we should cash out with Leao.
Damn.
The way he's performing. If you look at the overall 40 years with Milan, there was a progression, an explosion a season ago, and now it's just the guy is just stuck. I don't see any progression, any evolution of his game or his mentality or personality. So I'm not saying I don't think he can become that player, but it's too big of a risk for us to take. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen. Even though he's not performing, he's still our best player, like potential attacking player, etc. Like he's still the most the one with the highest ceiling, the one that can possibly become a Ballon d'Or. So he's still the one, but right now, you know, he's not achieved that yet. Anwar, what's up, man?
What's up, guys?
Yo, it's Leao is
How you
a bit
feeling
like,
up after the game?
just a
I'm
bit
feeling okay.
disappointed about some individual performances. Because at the end, the team, sometimes you're not gonna win every game, and this is the season we're living at the moment. But some individual performances are a bit like,
But to be honest with
I
you,
don't
I
know.
heard you guys about Leao. When I think about these last 3 games, I think he created enough chances for people to score. They were just missing, man. Diaz, at least against Spurs, he had 3 passes from Leao, and he was just shooting it in defenders.
No, that's true as well. That's true as well.
So
But my problem is the overall performance.
I mean, maybe
I don't-
his the issue with him is the way he is on the field, the way he walks. I think it's part of him. He can't really change that.
But Anwar, he also does like he definitely sets up players, and those players miss those
And
opportunities.
even
But
today, Roy, like the shot he had, you had Diaz missing, then right after him, Giroud missing as well. And
but don't
normally,
you think
this
he's
is a
doing the
goal.
same also?
You get me, Roy? Normally, this is a goal for if you have 2 players from Milan run into the ball with 1 defender, and it's a shot. You just need to touch it. You don't need to shoot it or any. Just put your foot there. And they both missed. One of them just stumbled. The other was just nutmegged with the ball. So, like, for me, I think he's doing
I don't
enough.
remember Leao creating a chance though.
Sorry?
I don't remember Leao creating a chance.
This is the chance I'm speaking about there.
But don't you think he's doing the same? He's fumbling his opportunities as well.
I think it's the system also not helping him as the other system, because the other system he had more freedom on the wing. Now he has to do a different job.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But
So
that
take
means
away
he's a one-dimensional player. If he cannot play more than
Yes.
but
Yes.
he's still young, Leao.
He is.
No, he's not young. He's 25. He's 25.
No, he's 20. He's
No, he's not
23. 23.
He's,
He's
I think
the
he's
same
23.
age of Mbappe, man. He's 24. He's gonna be 25 at the beginning of the next season.
But even Mbappe, he plays like one or two
Guys, he's
positions.
nuts.
That's all. You get me there.
He's 1999. So
But I'm saying like the system was made mid-season. I won't really to judge him on that because maybe he's not used to the new role. Now you're asking him to play as a second striker, and he spent 3 years perfecting his game as a winger. So basically, what you did for 3 years, you told him now forget about that. Let's start again from scratch.
no, I know you guys are.
But it is a case, Lair.
Sorry, but
I agree with that.
Leao,
I've been saying that for a long time. Also.
But Leao is free to do whatever you want in the pitch, man. If he sees that his game is not unlocking, and by the way, he takes the ball a lot of times on the wing, man. Today he got the ball every
Because
time.
that's where he feels more.
But he didn't do
dangerous.
anything, man. He did a cross that was too long. He went out straight away. He tried 3 dribblings, all of them failed. He tried 2 passes, all of them didn't without success. I mean, man, I understand he's a wingman, but getting your passing right, you don't need to be defined as a wing or as a striker to get your passing right.
You know, sometimes it happens, Lair. Because when I look at the 2 last Spurs games,
Sometimes it's been 2 months.
I think the last 2 games against Spurs, he delivered some key passes. Like some
No,
of
he
them
didn't
were.
deliver, man. And I saw the whole game for 80 minutes. Leao completely ghosted. He played 10 minutes and he got changed.
And those 10 minutes, he created 2 chances for him.
What are you talking about, man? He should play 90 minutes, not 10 minutes.
But listen, Anwar, the thing that what you're saying, I actually agree because it is true that he creates for other teammates and teammates miss. Same with Salamakers. Salamakers has created, but whatever. But Leao is vice versa also. Like people create opportunities for him and he's been missing. So the question is, those other players are not asking for 7.5 million, 8
But
million.
Roy, you trained yourself. You trained people as well. You know that you can't keep the same effect all the time, right? Even throughout 2 seasons. Sometimes you have,
Yeah. There's ups and downs for sure.
and I think this is the moment for him to drop. One thing though that I might
It is. He's definitely dropped, yeah.
is that I watched yesterday. I'm watching the current season of Man City, and one thing that really got my interest is when I watched the sporting director. He was speaking about these players with 6 months left, and he said, "So if these guys get injured, their football careers are over. We're not signing them. Madrid is not signing them. Nobody is signing them." So basically, it's saying also that the players will not be risking it on the pitch because if you get a heavy injury, then nobody's signing you. Even Milan won't sign you again. You get my point, guys. And he said it like this is the sporting director of Man City, and he said, "So I assume these guys are not playing 100% with their teams." And this is not me. This is a sporting director of a very big club in England, and he's Spanish, and he says this, and I'm like, okay, so maybe last year Kessié was not going 100% because he was avoiding to get injured. Because if he gets injured, then his career is over. Nobody will sign him, and if a team will sign him, it will be a small club, like what happened with the defender of Barca. He went to Lecce. More than a year on the bench, then he gets injured again. Didn't renew his contract. Ended up in Lecce.
Yeah. But guys, look at this stat. This is actually quite telling. Leao had 27 touches. Out of 11 passes, only 5 were accurate, 45%. Compare that to Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz had 44 touches, almost double. 26 passes were accurate out of 31, 84% accuracy. There is a problem in Leao's game, I think. He needs to fix this because you can't just...
problem for a professional Serie A player. 50% of your passes.
You can't just rely on your speed and your ability to dribble. You have to be more rounded as a football player if you want more success.
And Roy, can I add something? Can I add something? A team that has 64% possession, you have done just 11 passes? There is something wrong with your game. There is something wrong with you. 11 passes and half of them wrong.
No, but he had how many touches?
This is not...
what was it, 27?
So out of 27 touches, he passed 11 times, which is low, to be honest.
Yeah, but you want to count the dribblings he missed.
No, I get that. I'm saying that he should have passed more than this. Then sometimes dribble when you don't have any other choice. But
And
if
God
you just
knows
go for
those
the dribble, of course it's not
Anwar,
gonna
God
work.
knows those 5 good passes maybe was behind to tell, like a
Probably.
3-meter pass. That is a Sunday league performance. That is
So
me. I can do that performance right now if I go.
Can we check? Can we check like with Vinicius or someone on his position? Oh no, now
Sure.
we can't really check with the Vinicius. But we can
Check with the same. I'm sorry. Check with the same position of the Salernitana player.
Just
Oh yeah,
before
yeah.
we go, I'll do that in a second. Just before that, so he had dribble attempts, 4, 2 successful, shots blocked 3, shots off target 2, ground duels 1. He won 3 ground duels, aerial duels he did win 1, possession lost
No, this
14.
is not a good benchmark, guys. Let's look like at someone who plays the same system on his position. I
This
don't know, Martinez maybe, or
Look
who?
at a
Can you
random
guys
guy
hear
in
me?
Serie A, man. Look at the random guy in Serie A on a game that they
Because
lost.
I want to look like maybe a Dybala or someone who plays like a second striker.
Nah, Dybala does not lose the ball, man. Don't even
Well,
look at him.
that should be his benchmark for Leao, because you're playing a second striker. We need you to hold the ball for us. We need you to. You're the
You see
guy.
Diaz, 26 out of 31.
So
I'm
he
telling
played the
about
same position as Leao, Candreva. He had
Candreva.
39 touches, 79% passing.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
But doesn't Candreva play on the right though?
So here,
Doesn't matter. He's 40 years old
Oh
and he
yeah,
did
yeah.
a better play. Did a better game than
Yeah.
Leao, and
Yes.
he played in a team that had 35% possession.
Honestly, I like Saleri. Like, besides that, I'm a Milan fan. Looking at it objectively, they played a really good game for their limits and what they have, the resources they have.
It's
And
so
they could
bad
have.
that Leao cannot outperform
Of
a
course,
guy
Laird.
that
That's the
plays the same
issue.
position.
Normally, you should be able to outperform Salernitana with a 3-0 beatdown. That
No,
should be there.
Leao performance should be. Leao can play an incredible game, a good game, and still you can lose. I'm not
But
saying
also,
that.
I
It's just
want to give credit to Salernitana coach Souza. The way he played, the moment he scored, the way he changed the system, changed the whole team approach. He's a good coach, to be honest. Like he knew when to make the right adjustments for his team, and it's a small team. They made 5 points with him so far. That's one of the shittiest teams in Serie A.
what a game at Leao, man. That's one of the worst performances.
But that's also an issue that Roy spoke about. We don't have depth this season. I mean, we do have depth, but it's useless. It's not. We don't have.
Dude,
We do have
I'm
CDK,
gonna say-
Origi. But honestly, I think Giroud. I know your point of view about Giroud, Laird, but I honestly believe, honest to God, that he had a very good game today. First half, he almost scored 3 goals or 4 goals. He had the chances there, and one of them could have been a wonder goal. So that's why I don't really pray on him too much. But the subs, man, like CDK and Ibra did better than CDK and Origi. Origi, I don't know, man. Like, what?
I think
That
CDK
dude,
played well. CDK,
yeah. CDK
CDK,
didn't play. I would
Origi,
say it
Ibra,
was
they played
okay.
well, man. You
Origi,
guys are.
though,
No,
I
guys,
didn't like.
the game was completely fucked up when they came in. What are you gonna do? Who started completely fucked it up the game.
I
Ah,
can't.
bro,
You're gonna do in
there.
20 minutes.
can't-
You're gonna
I
try
can't-
to create
You
chances.
are the second striker. Origi, you're supposed to be the second striker. Ibra delivers you 2 balls on the line, and you miss both of them. You don't have
Dude,
enough
but
strength to go ahead. Like, you can't risk your head there and put a goal for us.
I can't
it's a
bring myself
difficult
to say
game
this.
at that point. At that point, it's a difficult game.
No,
It's
but
not
the
easy.
chance. Forget the situation of the game. Now you are in a situation. You're 2 meters away from the line, and he's shying away from the ball. That's my issue with Origi. It's not the involvement. Is the how much you put in it, man. Ibra is 42 layers. He's not even supposed to play, and he's throwing himself everywhere. He's covering the track back to defend with them when we were countered on. Where was Origi there?
Anwar, Ibra, Origi, CDK played better than Giroud, Diaz.
No,
Leao.
yes, I will give you that. I'm not against it, but I think
I don't
Giroud,
think Origi.
especially, I would take Giroud out of Diaz and Leao.
We put some pressure. The crosses that we were putting, we were getting those crosses. When Leao plays, Leao does not get any cross, man. He's a forward. He does not go for any header. He does not go for to the box
because I don't
really
believe
to
he's a
score
second
goal.
striker there.
Well, but
Yeah,
why
he's
he
not
wants the
very
money
good
of a
at
second
it.
striker? Why he wants the
that's-
money of a second striker?
No, but that's the coach. Like the coach told him, "You're gonna be a second striker now. I'm gonna
No,
change
but
the
the
system."
the coach has been saying on every interview that he's free to do whatever he wants. So if he does not feel it, he's not getting a lot of balls. Go on the
Well,
wing, go on the right.
hold on, but
These are all excuses in my opinion right now for Leao.
but a correction here. Pioli did say that in this system, Leao has to play a little bit more central. He did say that.
Yeah.
I heard him say that.
Yeah,
Me
but,
too, man.
But sorry,
Defend
he
more.
says that.
He asked him
I'm
to
sorry.
track back also. There.
Listen to me. He says that, but Leao does not have a fucking gun in his head if he goes on the left, and
Of course,
somebody's
yeah.
gonna kill him.
If he doesn't do that, he
So-
subs him in mid time in the halftime, man.
No,
We
it's
saw
not.
that too,
Probably
Leao.
it's not.
See?
It's
Look,
not
look at
a-
his look at his heat map. It's not a left winger's heat map. This is more attacking midfielder left.
But
Left
like,
attacking
if
midfielder.
Leao gets the ball there, it's gonna be hard for him to create there.
In
That's
my
not
opinion,
why
if you
he's
can,
dangerous.
if you are not able to play in that position, you are an average player.
I don't
I-
believe that, Lairs. I don't. I think if you
I'm
put
100%
Vinicius
against our
listen, Lairs,
Salernitana.
I will give you my. If you put Vinicius instead of Leao in this game, I think he would have the same probably impact because they're not made for. They're made to go on the touchline, and that's where they're dangerous, man.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think
There's some
I think you're
profiles like
saying-
Robin or some like these guys they're prolific to that position only, and that's where they're the most dangerous. So it's either he's gonna develop his game and learn this new approach of game, and I don't think he's gonna be good at it because he doesn't have the qualities of it. If you're gonna play like this, you need vision, you need other attributes that Leao doesn't have necessarily. He plays mostly on a freestyle kind of football. I get the ball and I can see what I'm gonna do, and that's
You are telling me that we are completely fucked, basically. The guy
basically
knows
yes.
how to play
But
one
defensive, but the good
No,
thing
we're
is
not
that
there.
we don't concede as much, which is good. Like if we kept on the same approach, we would have lost this game 3-1 or something. You get me there. Now you don't lose it, you draw it, which is still you get a point. You're 2 points away from Inter.
No, I'm talking about the long term. We are
Long
renewing a
term,
guy that knows.
we need a different approach. Like
This guy needs to play knows how to play one position.
no, like if you want this system, if you gonna stick this system, then my advice there, sell Leao for 100 million and buy Nkunku or someone like that that can play
Nkunku is
that
gone.
position.
Nkunku is gone.
No, I'm saying someone like him, like someone who can actually play that position.
Or you could have bought Vicha for 11 million.
And even, do you think Vicha will do great in there, Roy?
Yes, Vicha's.
I don't believe that. Second striker, I think it's gonna be hard for him.
No,
Because
Vicha's
these guys,
story.
when they are pressured by two people on the control, it's not
Vicha
like the
has
same when
more
they get the
brains
ball
than
on the
Leao.
touchline.
Yeah, it's
sorry,
Vicha
man.
would have that.
Maybe,
interpret
like, but it's not a certainty though. Like we'll have
And
to
all
check
this,
and see it.
Anwar, all these things you're telling me, it's not because you are making excuses. I think these
No.
are all excuses that should not be for Leao there, because Leao is not missing the physical ability, the touch, the technique, the pace. He has everything, man. I think these are all excuses, man. Leao can play that position with his eyes closed. It's just I don't know what's wrong with the kid.
Do you think his first
Seriously.
touch is great, Lairs? Leao?
But Anwar, if me and you
No, but-
will look at the game,
I don't think.
listen
No,
to
no,
me, me and you,
Let's
we
look
look
at
at the game live.
Lairs,
I'm gonna
before
join.
we look
I'm
at the
gonna
game.
join.
I
Anwar,
wanna
I'm
just
gonna
ask you
join
a
the
few
watch
questions.
along with Roy. The next watch along, I'm gonna join it with Roy.
But Lairs,
I'm
I want to
gonna-
ask you a
Finally.
question. Bro.
Finally,
please,
Dan.
let
Listen
me
to
ask
me,
you
but I
this.
need to finish here. And
In
I'm
that
gonna
position,
analyze,
what do you need? What do you need in that position?
dude. But forget about the position. Forget about Leao for a second. Just forget about Leao. If you are a forward and you get the ball on the final 30 meters, no matter where you are, you need to be dangerous. No matter where you
I don't
are.
think that's true,
Does
Lairs.
not matter. I honestly think that, man. Wherever you get the ball, in whatever position, the last 30 meters, you need to be dangerous.
I think that's only Messi or Cristiano, like
No,
or Mbappe.
no, that's not true. That's not true. Stop. You guys are giving
Okay.
too much credit to. This is the basic.
No,
of
no, no.
football.
But do you think
Sorry.
Ibra is dangerous outside the box, Lair?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Ibra
don't think
does the
he's that
right thing.
dangerous at this age
Yes,
outside
he
the
passes
box.
the ball.
I think so.
Anwar, he passes the ball to the right person.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
asking.
not speaking about choice. I'm speaking
What
about
does
can
mean?
he.
That means being dangerous. You get the ball on 30 meters, you pass it to Theo Hernandez is going for a run on the wing. You pass it to Diaz on the right. You pass it to Giroud in the middle. That's being dangerous. That
But
means being
Laird,
dangerous.
I
Doing a
can give you an
progressive
example.
pass.
I want to give you the example of this is how I see it. Like you compare this Messi of PSG and the Messi of Barcelona. Who's more dangerous?
Oh, Anwar, Messi dribbles 5 players and score.
No,
I'm
no,
not
but this
asking that,
because
man.
we look
But
at perfection, we can see the small details.
Zaccagno in that position is dangerous. Does a pass that brings apprehension to the
No, what
defender.
I'm trying to say there
Light.
is that Messi is more dangerous in the position he's
Uh,
more comfortable with when he was in Barca attacking the goal. Now he needs to create behind the goal, and you can see his stats are decreasing when he changed the club
But
because
look
the
at the
position he
difference here,
feels is
guys.
completely different.
Look at Rafael Leao when he plays on the left.
But I get your point, Layers. I agree with you on the fact that he needs to develop his game. I get that, man. I can see that he needs to develop his game. I think
I
he
don't.
knows
He
that.
does. He needs to use his fucking brain, man, when he gets the
But
ball.
It's not
but
brain layer. It's
It
choices,
is
it's
brain,
experience.
man. Pass the
But
ball. Why he wants to dribble when he's not
also
able?
layered. He needs experience. He's been playing
like,
a position for 3 years now. You put him in a different position,
but
and you
Roy,
expect him to
man,
have the same
don't
impact.
let me don't get me go and get a clip and tell you that you don't need to be Einstein to play in that position, man. Because,
No, I'm
for
saying
example,
you don't.
Roy,
hold
You
on,
can't
one second.
expect him
hold
to
on.
have
Let me
the
answer,
same
guys. Let me
impact
answer.
directly layered.
I'm not asking Leao to play in that position like Zidane or Ronaldinho or the greatest in the world. I'm asking him to play at the level of Candreva or of a Serie A player, not of the greatest.
But
You guys always compare.
Lion, the difference is this. So when you pass the ball to Candreva and he stops the ball stays stuck to his foot. When you pass the ball to Leao, the ball goes a
He
meter
needs to
away
run.
from his foot.
Roy. You remember the chance that Mike Magnan saved us? That almost gets a red card. You remember that chance of Salernitana, or you didn't
Yeah,
watch the game?
the
You
tackle.
remember Anwar? You remember that chance? You know
Yeah, it
how
was a
that
shot
chance
from Leao, a poor shot from
from
Leao.
35 meters with 9 players in front
But
of him.
also, Kalulu and Chiao fucked up in that.
I know they fucked up, but Leao should not shoot, man. Should pass
I
the
get
ball
it. Yes,
there.
I agree with you. I told you he needs to develop his game.
Hold on. But
That's the
listen,
basic of football.
But listen, guys, listen. Because this is what I'm about to say is completely true, right? There's a big difference between playing back to goal and front to goal.
Exactly.
He
That's what
was
I'm trying
front
to say
to
also.
goal.
In this position, you can't be front to goal.
Yes,
He
you
was
only-
always
you
front
only
to goal today. Today was always front
But he
to
was
goal.
going to the wing to be in front of the goal. Like, you get me?
Hold on, guys. But hold on. Look at his heat map. In these positions, you don't play front to goal.
All the balls we passed to him today, Roy, were front to ball. Front
He
to
had to
goal.
drop back.
Always.
Some of them.
Oh,
Some of them.
can we just find the recording of the game? You want to see every time Leao gets the ball, you will see.
No. But some of them, right? He
90% of the time he had the ball. He had the goal in front of him. He had a clear vision.
In this area of the field, when you're receiving the ball, most of the time you're not front to goal.
Especially if he's in between the lines, Laird. He can't.
I saw the game, Roy. I saw the game today, man. He was always front of the goal, man. Can
Laird,
somebody help me on the chat? I saw the game.
Please hear me out. He had to drop away from the lines to be in front of the lines.
And what's wrong with that? And why not passing the ball properly, accuracy, to the man that is free and make a run?
No, what I'm trying to tell you, like, that he's trying
These are
to
the
look
basic of football, man.
Okay. Sorry, but let me answer this, Anwar, and then I'll be quiet. But this is what I've been saying for a long time. He's very limited. He's an elite player at doing certain things, but all the other things that make you a complete player, he's far from it. I've been saying this for a long time.
Nobody said
Leao
passing
doing a simple pass is not having something special, man, in the game, and that is something that should have. These are things that we say to the 12 years old football players.
You would think, but apparently it's not like that.
For
the
me,
guy
the way I
go
see
nuts
it,
when I see him doing things like that.
No, but layers. The way I see it, I know certain players like him who are only good in a position, like Ribéry. He's only good as a winger. He can't play another position. So I think there are profiles like him, even in.
No, but
Okay,
Ribéry was
guys.
not losing the ball, man.
Guys,
But I'm
guys.
telling
He
you,
just
like
was out of
layers, I'm
position.
telling you, he's only good in that position. Like
Anwar and Laird, guys, I just showed you the heat map of today. This is his heat map when we played him the 4-2-3-1. He got an 8.0. Look at his heat map. It's all here. It's
exactly.
all here.
That's where he's dangerous. And it's not.
This is his position right here.
And he needs
not
to be
here.
on the run. He needs to be on the
Here.
run, Roy. Not
Exactly.
static football like.
Exactly. That's where he becomes elite, when you send him on the run, and that's how he can take his that's how he can break defense.
Yeah, with his speed and acceleration. That's how
exactly. When he's
So if
static, he's average when he's static.
But that's what I said. Like he needs to develop his game. I agree with that.
You
But-
guys,
but-
Leao is a Serie A player, man.
No, Laird, but
This
please hear me,
is a
please.
performance that we should not. No Serie A player should be excused. Listen to me. If Giroud plays
Mhm.
left back, he should not be allowed to have a performance the way Leao is having. Left back. If Giroud plays left back, so it's not about being out of position, man. That is a position Florenzi can do.
No,
Again,
no, Laird.
Florenzi can play in that position and
Laird,
play better
each
than
position,
Leao.
but Laird, don't you? I mean, come on, you should know.
I'm
that
asking
each-
the basic, Roy. I'm going
Laird-
crazy here because you guys are allowing the guy to lose the ball 90% of the time.
but Laird,
To do a
you-
dumb decision 90% of the time because he's 10 meters more inside the pitch.
I understand, but you have to agree that each position requires different set of skills.
And that's why I'm telling you this paradox. Giroud does not have any skills of Theo Hernandez. Will do a better game than what Leao did today in that position. He will pass the ball. He will keep the position. He will not go forward. He will do his game and still perform better than Leao in his
Okay,
position.
I don't agree because
I
to be
want
in that
Leao.
pos-
When
you
you
have
go
to
on
have a
SofaScore,
certain-
can you go on SofaScore today's game? Can you go on SofaScore today's game
okay.
and check the what Leao had as a rating? Just want to see the rating of Leao. 6.5. That is a lie. Today was a 3.5 performance for me. This is a lie. 6.5. I honestly believe that, man. That's not a 6.5.
But I
You did
think
the
they
job.
understand
You
why.
never
like
lose the
they-
ball. You've never been dangerous, but you never lose the ball. You always pass. You played for the team. You never risk it. That is a 6.5 performance. Today, Leao had a 3.5 performance, in my opinion. Honestly, Brahim Diaz, 6.5. He did the job. He didn't do anything dangerous, anything risky. He just did the job, pass the ball, move a bit around. That was a 6.5 performance. Leao lose the ball every time. For me, Leao was a 3.5 today performance. That's my
I don't agree
opinion.
with that, Laird.
Yeah, it's not a 6.5. I'm sorry. Theo Hernandez 6.6. What is that? I think Theo Hernandez had a much better game than Leao, even though he didn't have a great game. Leao today is a 3.5. I saw the game with my eyes. It's not a 6.5. It's not a 6.5.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, I agree with you, Anwar, that Leao in the static game is. I'm just gonna say he's no good. He's no good in the static.
Yes, I think that's true. I think he needs to develop his game. I've seen players develop their games, and they were not good at static games. I can give you many examples I have on top of my head. That I saw that they were only good on counters and utilizing speed and acceleration. And with the right coaching, with the right people, also with the right players around, they evolve their games into when they face 11 players parking the bus. How do you get through that? And I think we were lacking creativity. If Leao is losing the ball, Diaz is not doing much, then who gives the ball to Giroud? He got the ball twice from corners and could have scored twice. So that's why I say Giroud is a top player for me.
Anwar, listen to me. The corners we got on the right side, there was a passing between Kalulu, Selemakers, Diaz. There was a vision of the game. They were trying to cross the ball, and they were getting corners. They were putting the ball in the box. They were doing things. I can see something trying them, moving the ball, moving their bodies to interchange. Leao was not even doing that, man. That is the basic.
I don't disagree with
Selemakers. And
Laird,
Diaz can do that. Leao should be able to do that because
I
that
think
is the basic of
Leao
football.
didn't have such a bad game as you see it. That's my opinion.
What?
Bro, that's how I saw the game. Like, I watched him, and I thought that if we changed the system, he would unlock their whole defense. We did not. We kept him there, pushing Leao all the way to the midfield to get the ball and try to advance and create with it. And he could not
He got
because but he's facing 11 players. That's what you ask. Like, we didn't have solutions. That's purely solution. Give the ball to Leao. Please, Leao, dribble 2 players and get us the ball.
no one asked him to dribble a player, man. He had 3.
Bro, I'm sure he
man.
asked them to dribble there. Because the game was static. You can't. When we crossed, their defense was too good. To be honest, their defense was marking really well.
Anwar, the game is starting. You still should be able to cross the ball properly, man. The ball went out.
Listen,
of the
Layers.
field.
I told you I agree with you.
I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
Layers, we don't disagree with that. I told you he needs
Well,
to
but
improve.
Dude,
I
the
told you,
guy is
man.
asking 7.5, man. Improve again. If he
But
improves,
Layers, he won you a Scudetto too, bro. Like, I don't forget.
No, he
that.
didn't won us a Scudetto. The team won a Scudetto.
No, but
He was
critical
one
to
of the key
last 10
players,
games.
but the team won a Scudetto as well.
Yes, if we don't have him, we don't win the Scudetto.
Hey, guys, on a positive note, guys, look at fucking Benacer. 103 touches, 71 passes out of 75, 95%.
Benacer was good today. Like, the team was good. We could have won this game by a larger margin.
Those
For
are
me, the
insane.
problem, Layers, I'm going to speak my mind on this. And I think it's not just today. Since we switched the system, and I think it showed much more against Spurs, we are inefficient in front of goal. We get all the way to the goalie, 3 players against 2, 3 players against 1, and we fucking miss. Then we score on a corner. Bro, like, at some point, Pioli cannot score.
No,
Diaz-
hold on. Hold on, Anwar. Pioli is not playing. It's the
No.
players that are playing.
I'm not saying it's Pioli's problem. I'm saying Pioli cannot score at this point. He got the job done. I got you to the box. It's your job, guys, to finish. It's not my job. It's the player's feet. It's not the Pioli's feet. So if you get it to the box 10 times in a game and you score 1 goal, for me, you're inefficient, man. Like, and these are clear chances. Like, normally you train on chances like this. Situations where you're facing 2 defenders, 1 defender. How do you play it? And they keep on shitting on themselves. And honestly, I saw that in all of these games, even today. We had so many chances, and we're just inefficient, man. Like, if we won this game, you wouldn't be speaking even about Leao doing bad.
No, I will speak about Leao because there was a
But
moment
Layers, we had chances to win 4-1.
I wanted to rip. I don't even care about winning at Salernitana. I want to see a good football game, man. And when our best players is playing like a Sunday League player, I want to rip my eyes off, man. He was playing like a Sunday League player. I swear to God, man. This is something I have never seen from Fat
Layers, does he deserve
Ronaldo
like,
was making the right decision.
But I feel like
42 years old Ibrahimovic was stopping the ball and passing it to a Milan player.
But Laird, I think you underestimate that the simple game is not so simple. You know, it's like good players know how to do the simple game. It's not as simple as
Krunic is passing the ball, for fuck's sake. Krunic is passing.
No, but
the ball.
Layers, I'll give you a situation. You had early season Leao going against 3 Inter players, going against through the 3 of them and scoring a goal in the derby. And now he can't do that. I'm sorry, but there is something that changed from then and here. The only thing that changed is probably the system, right? Maybe we can speak about his form, but his positioning and system changed completely from that game and today's game, for example.
this comment is good too. Though. I like this.
And
Comment.
thing is, yes, I agree with this comment more. The mentality is an issue for Leao. The choices he makes, I agree with you, Larry. He can do much better choices. He can improve his passing. He can improve his weak foot. He can improve his game. He can improve his reading of the game. I agree on all of these aspects. But to blame him for the whole game, I don't agree with that.
No. I wouldn't blame him.
I'm blaming Leao for ruining his life, man. Not the game. He's ruining his life. Because the dude is playing like a Sunday League player. He's ruining his life.
I think it happens. Even Kaká at his peak.
No,
has a Sunday League,
Kaká's
game.
never played so bad in his life.
I don't believe
Banter
that.
era, when Kaká came in, was playing
even
better than
Ronaldinho had an
Leao.
off night sometimes there.
Absolutely no, man. Always.
Oh, come on, Larry. I think it's just nostalgic the way you look at old players.
I swear to God, man, I've watched football so much in my life.
You can't tell me that Ronaldinho never had an off night. Lair.
Not like
Of
this,
course.
man. Not
I
like
think he
this.
had even worse than this, and
Yeah,
people
No,
were understanding.
I think
absolutely
you're
not like this.
you're exaggerating a little bit, like.
I think you're pushing it too much on Leao, and I get it because he's the main player. He's the guy who's gonna get us.
I'll make it simple to you. At the age of 23, Ronaldinho never had a day off. Never. Never. I swear to God, man. He
23
never
was
had
in
a
PSG,
game
right?
that he was like, oh shit, Ronaldinho.
But okay, Laird, but this is the
That's
thing.
the thing.
Ronaldinho, when it comes to footballing IQ, we're talking about one of the biggest IQs that the
Well,
world
I
has ever
replied
seen.
to Anwar. Anwar say even Ronaldinho, and
But
I'm
that's
telling
why I
him
took the
not
example.
for
The biggest
sure.
IQs
For
also
sure.
had off games. Like,
I've seen Anwar. I've seen Dybala with Palermo, first years with Juventus. No one game, man. No one game. Not even one game.
Yeah, but
This one.
Dybala,
Not even one. Missed
Lair,
time.
he
don't know
still
about
had
this.
a
I mean,
chance
all
and a half.
players
Not
have.
this type of game.
Come on,
No,
man.
no one.
Like he didn't have a 1 on 10 rating, bro. Like you were making it sound as if he didn't even
He had a
come.
really bad game.
I-
You guys, if you justify something that is not.
No, I'm saying he
possible
had
to
a bad
justify.
game, but I'm not blaming him for the bad game. I'm blaming the form. Like maybe he's gonna get okay. Let's see the last 10 games. He comes back last 10 games. He wins you the last 10 games. What do you say?
I know
It's
Now
not
how
gonna
Leao
happen.
is the
It's
savior.
not gonna
He's
happen.
the hero.
It's not gonna happen.
no. I would say this. I would
But it
say
happened
this.
last season, Roy. Last season he had.
I know.
And he
And I
came
would-
back and saved our ass. And that's
And
it.
I would say this. That if you want 7.5, you can't just show up for the last 10 games. I would still say that.
I think the top 4 will be a fight to the last game, Roy.
I
Like, no team can escape the probability of not making it.
I
to
100%
Champions League.
agree. Of
I
course,
think
it'll be
only Napoli is the safe team this season. Even Fiorentina can fight for top 4. Every team to the 8, they can actually turn up and showcase their power in the end of the season. And that's what when things matter the most. I get it. I'm much disappointed than you guys in today's game, but I get the fact that the circumstances show also that we're not that far from the objective. The
No, we're
objective
not.
is still there. We can build up on it rather than focus on Leao. Leao is gonna start. I think he
No,
will
no,
renew.
Anwar. The real deal on my life, 35 years old. The real deal, the players, the real deal, they never ghosted 2 months. Never in their history, in their 15, 10, 5, 6 years career. They never, even Pato got a massive injury, completely disappeared as a player. Until he was an AC Milan player, he never ghosted 2 months. The way Leao is ghosted. Never. It never happened. I've never seen it in my life, man. I've seen Riquelme, a talent that would have done much better. Still never ghosted 2 weeks, 2 months. You name it. Tarab as well, man. 1 game yes, 1 game no. Maybe. It never ghosted 2 months. This guy completely say, you know what? I'm going on vacation for 2 months. See you at the end of the season.
I think
That's
it
what
has
he's
to do with
doing.
the contract layer. The way I told you about. Listen, when I watched yesterday's video, it really opened my eyes about this because I never thought sporting directors will look at that much risk in these players because they said, "Can we sign Alaba?" And he was like, "What if he gets injured?" And he gets like a year injury or 6-month injury, and he never comes back. And they were like, "We're not giving him a big, like fat check."
Yeah, but Alaba is a 31 years old.
No,
player.
but
We're
you get
talking about a
my
23
point.
years
It's not
old
just
player.
him. Like even Kessie, when they said Milan, they didn't say Kessie. They said Milan. They didn't say the name of the player, and they said no. We can't risk it. So like I don't get these players. They take so much risk. Like for me, I would renew before 2 years in my contract left in my contract because I don't know. Maybe I get in a very bad injury, but I still need money to pay rent and pay my shit, man. Like. And they're taking this risk, and I think one of the reasons is gonna affect them on the pitch because rather than throwing themselves, they're gonna be much more, like
Yeah,
I'm
but
not gonna.
okay, I agree with you that they don't want to risk injury. So when you don't want to risk injury, what do? You pass the ball. You don't
I
dribble
get you.
for the sake of it. The guy's dribbling for the sake of it. He's asking for fouls. He's asking for injuries. He's playing everything. Is playing wrong. You want to run less? You pass the ball. He doesn't want to get injured. He doesn't want to get a muscle injury, doesn't want to get a tackle. So I'm assuming he will pass the ball more. He's not even doing that. I think the guy is lost. That the guy gets the ball, doesn't know what to do with the ball.
I think this is what I think. All right, and this is also seen from what Pioli said. If you remember when Pioli changed the system Leao was not in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
In order to cover the back, he had to make the sacrifice with Leao. I think if we move to a 4-3-3, Leao would be doing much better.
I hope we do. I think that's the best formation for this squad. But
Yeah.
there again, like now, I don't think Pioli is gonna change the system, especially if he got the defense covered. I think he's gonna continue like this till the end of the season, no matter the scores. Right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what? Don't get me started with the defense. We're winning 1-0. They love to go forward, man. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Just
But
stay there.
honestly, Thiago was
Let's win
tired as
ugly
fuck.
1-0.
He should not have played. Like he should have been subbed off at minute 50 or something. The dude was because he played like some heavy games and not got any minute of rest, and he's
The
not used to
space
it
that
throughout
was
the
in there,
season.
man. Why
Sorry?
we are out of position, man? 1-0 against Salernitana. Just fucking
Bro,
move
I
the
don't know.
ball.
That goal for me was just a confusion between Kalulu and Tomori. Sometimes they do
Oh
that.
my
We've
god.
seen that even since last year when they were not conceding. They would have this confusion moment where both players would run there, and I think it has to do also with the experience. They're still young. Like they see the ball, two of them run to it when one of them is enough for the situation.
What
For
the
example,
fuck they're doing? I don't know, man. 1-0. Just fucking stay in your position. Just who cares?
bro, you know what?
Anyway.
I think he should go back to the system of he used to play. The one we conceded a lot of goals with. Just sit back, just wait, man. Like don't go pressing and pushing all the way up. Just play your own system, the one you used to play for 3 years. Just sit back, relax, and sit back. Wait for counters, and that's when we are the most dangerous as a team. Because when you launch Theo and Leao on those counters, most of the times it's a goal. So I think that's how we should play. Sit back, man. I'll give you the ball. Take the ball. I don't want it. I think he should do that, man, because we don't have a team that can hold the ball. So I'm sorry, guys. We don't have a team. We don't have midfielders who can hold the ball. That's the issue. I think only Ben Nasser can do that, and maybe Krunic at this point. But Tonali, even himself, his first touch sometimes is very poor, and it can lead to a counter. We don't want that. So the only ones you can really trust maybe are Krunic, because even if he has a poor touch, he can do a foul or get a foul or anything. Ben Nasser is the only class one with the first pure touch that he can actually control it and not lose it directly to the opponent. And that's why I said we should probably play with a three midfielder, because with three midfielders we can hold the ball much more. The two others will defend Ben Nasser holding the ball, for example, or Krunic when he holds the ball. And I think that's the best case to advance for us. We need to put more people in midfield and sacrifice the cam.
I mean, we
the
can
camp for me is done.
even this formation here. Just put Salamakers in that midfield for this game. I mean, what difference does it make?
Or
Salamakers pretty
Pobega,
much
man.
playing
Or Vranks.
or Pobega. Oh yeah.
I mean, like
Play-
that's the
play-
issue I have with Pioli, Roy, is that he needs time to see this. We don't have time.
Well,
And
I
it's
don't
not
know.
that he
I mean,
doesn't see it. It's that it takes him time to see it. Like he will go with it again and again and again and again until like he reaches the fourth time, fifth time. Then okay, now I'm gonna make it. No, bro, like make it at the first moment you see it.
Nah, man, I want Leao in the bench next game. I don't give a shit.
But who do you play
I
there?
want him in the bench. I don't care, man. Play me.
Bro, you
play
play
me,
like
man. I
Rebic
swear,
and
play
Come
me.
on,
Play me, man, and I'll show you. Fucking play me. I'll show you, man.
But that's what I
swear
was
to God,
telling
I can
Roy
do it better.
earlier, you know?
you
He
gotta
told me
get
that
fit,
we
lad.
should
You gotta
have
get
put
fit.
Rebic
Can you
next
get?
to Milan. We should have
Dude,
played
I don't need to
football,
be
bro.
fit, man. I stop the ball. I go deep on Theo, man. I pass the ball on Theo. He's
Yeah,
gonna run for me.
but you're gonna
I
have
don't
a
give a shit.
monster. You're gonna have a monster
Dude,
at your
I
back
swear
trying to
to
push you
God,
around.
man. I swear to God, just play me, man. The guy
You're
is
gonna have a guy like
I
Silva
hope
I
he only
cannot
sees
watch
this,
every
man.
single
Bro,
game.
honestly, guys, if we go back to four in the back, and there's a very good comment, with especially Mike Mignon back, four in the back is a safe bet. Because you have Mignon now, you don't have Tatarushan. So with Mignon,
No.
you can play it for me. And I think
we're gonna keep in Champions League. We're gonna keep the three other backs.
oh
for sure,
definitely.
because-
Like I don't think Pioli is ever moving from this anymore.
yeah, but for fuck's sake, man, Leao needs to show up in Champions League nights, man.
Yeah,
I
the
hope
thing
he
is,
does,
like,
man.
the thing is, look, the three at the back has been working. It just sacrifices Leao's position a little bit, and
I don't
I-
think
I
so,
don't-
man. I
make-
think
make
Leao
it
is
a-
having a stinker.
make it a 3-4-3 then. You know, if anything, like maybe you
He's
should be
having a
asking
stinker.
Leao. I mean, he is like it's 10 games. Leao's had only one assist in 10 games now. I mean, obviously he's having a.
Can we
stinker.
check how many chances he created, Roy?
Doesn't matter, man. Honestly,
Let's see.
I mean, expected goals 0.3. What the fuck? I swear to God, play me, man. I can get a half chance.
He had 0 key passes. 0 key passes.
No, it's bad, man.
He had 5 shots, 3 blocked and 2 off target.
Yeah, and 3 from 35 meters, by the way.
I mean, how many
lost 14
possessions?
times. Possession lost 14 times. Roy, I'm not even kidding. Just play me. I'm going to lose the ball 11 times, not 14.
Brahim Diaz, how many times did he lose the ball? Let's see. He lost the ball 13 times. But he had
Diaz loses the ball every time.
A lot of times, but Diaz, I always say Diaz is a small guy. He's going to lose a lot of times.
But that's why
He doesn't
Laird
have the
against
body
playing
to
him.
keep the ball.
For me, I think Diaz is best when he comes off the bench.
Salamakers lost the ball only 8 times. He had a decent game. 92%. Not bad. 23 passes out of 25, 46 touches.
Who the fuck counts those, by the way?
Pierre Kalulu. Wow, a lot of Pierre Kalulu had 99%.
Gotta go because the guy wants to push.
Look at this,
forward.
99%. Wow,
Kalulu is
99
getting
touches.
better, but he needs to do better choices sometimes, I think.
Yeah, dribble past 1.
But also the runs he does, like sometimes he needs to run, but he doesn't commit. Like you see, like, and he can open up a really good situation, but he's afraid he's gonna leave his spot or something. But sometimes you need to risk it, and he needs to pick those moments because we can't count on Theo always doing those runs.
Can I see? I wanna see Leao's Tomori really bad, 85% with the accuracy. Even Chow weirdly 91% accuracy today. That's weird.
Well, but one thing you have to
He
consider.
tries a difficult pass.
Hold on, one thing you have to consider about the defenders. The defenders are the ones that play the most simple football. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why 85% Tomori. That is too high, too low for a defender.
What did you want to
he's
see?
lost a lot of. I just want to see Leao in the last 5 games. I want to see what is the trend here in terms of possession lost and things like that, because
Okay.
there is something wrong.
10 games, I would say. 10 games.
Well, the last 5, because everyone can have bad games or not being a great day.
Milan Tottenham or Serie A?
And Tottenham, I still remember the game, so I can compare the eye test with the stats. You know, I'm really curious at the moment.
This is Tottenham.
Yeah.
Key passes
34
3.
touches. Yeah, 3 key passes.
See, I told you, like, he had some key passes in the game. It's just that people didn't.
See is much
But
better.
I get you, Laird. I agree
Had a
with you.
better
Today,
game, yeah.
yes, we can agree today. Like, I was not good. Like, I mean,
nine possession loss is not a bad thing for a forward, because he's gonna
because
try.
we
No,
expect
it's
him
pretty
to take the risk. He's the one taking the risk all the time.
Yeah. And look at this. Look at this. This is a super stat here. Dribble attempts, 6.
Yeah, that's
6,
a good one.
5 completed.
But I told you, even before seeing the stats, the Spurs game, he had a really good game. It just that's
The expected goal, man, 0.2 is.
But
so
still, he
low,
gave
man.
you 3 goals, Laird. What do you want more from the dude, man? Like, he gives the teammates 3 goals. They miss them, bro. Like, I can't shit on Leao that. Yes, he could have
Give
scored
any
himself.
good chance. Yeah,
Oh,
I
he
get
didn't
with
play.
Tottenham, he didn't give any good chance.
Honestly, he did, Laird. To be honest with you, I remember the chances, and he really opened up some really good chances. I remember Diaz like sitting in front, bro. Like, it's Leao who gave him the pass. He dribbled 2
He had a
players.
great game.
Second time,
This
give it again to Diaz, and Diaz starts turning on
With
himself.
18
Doesn't want to shoot the
possession
ball.
lost, man. That's bad. Anyway,
He had a lot
We
of
played-
touches against Atalanta. Yeah. So many more.
yeah.
Wow, look at how many. He had 27 against Salernitana, but 61 against Atalanta.
But look
Like,
at the
I
rating
told you
against
that
Atalanta, man. Look.
Salernitana was today was a game that I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't want to watch this.
But do you see, Lert, why I said like I think you being too harsh? Look at the last two games. Like you're looking now at
No,
Atalanta, Spurs. He showed up, man. Like he got probably one of the
Atalanta, he
best.
played well. Atalanta, he played well.
But that's what I'm saying. Like people are being too harsh on him because
just-
he's the best player. I get that.
Well, but he hit few satellites against Atalanta.
Yeah.
That's fine.
These numbers are really good against Atalanta. But I think here this also shows mentality. Against Atalanta, he's asking for the ball. He wants the ball to 61 touches. Says he's not shy.
But Roy, do we expect him to go every game, have 61 passes, and win us the game? Even Zidane didn't do that. Like that's what I'm trying to tell Laird. Like this tactic
No.
of giving the ball to Leao and tell
He's been
Leao,
poor.
please create, man. Like bro, come on, this is not a good tactic.
But
can
I guess,
only-
you would
Should
expect
do
a
better. He should
little
do
bit
better.
better.
Should do better.
From today. I was expecting better from him today.
But it was the same tactic. Give the ball to Leao. Please, Leao, give us something. I don't agree with that. This is not a good attacking for me tactic for me from Pioli, and I think that's the only solution we have. It's just give it to Leao, and maybe Theo will do a double run. And no, bro, like this is not enough. It's not enough to win games. It's not enough to finish top four, and that's why I have a problem with the system. That's why I said, and even Mustafa said it in the chat. He said, "I think this formation is cutting Leao's wings," and I agree with that. I think it's cutting.
Oh,
from
it
his...
definitely is. I think it is too. I think it
So
is.
that's why I'm not that upset with him. I'm more upset with the choices we made as a team. That's how I see it. I see if we gave him more opportunities to play his game, and I think we should evolve around his game, not the back or protect the goalkeeper, or we don't need to concede. If we're ambitious, we should be playing the game of Leao, because every big team plays the game of someone. Real plays the game of Benzema. This one plays the game
In
of Lewandowski.
Pioli's defense, his problem was conceding too many goals. So he had
And
to
I think
fix
with
that.
Mignon back, he doesn't need this formation anymore. I think, but he needs to realize I cannot play double pivot with Benasser and Tonali. If he goes back to that mindset, he's fucked.
He should play 4-3-3. I think.
I hope he's
should be
something
playing
like.
4-3-3.
Do we have the number of an assistant coach we can call him? And please,
I
bro,
don't think
like,
We have the number. Of
4-3-3.
We do have the number of Milanello is public, by the way, so we can't call the receptionist.
Let's do that, man. Like, please tell Pioli play 4-3-3. Just one game.
It's on
One
the-
game. We would just want to see one game. Just one game.
It's on the website, guys. If you go in contacts, the numbers are there on the website. The only thing is that we don't have a right winger, like can Diaz really play right wing?
We can play. Alexis was good enough today, bro. Like we can put Diaz there as a sub.
Sure.
We can try so many things there. Put even Origi there for running, and he's useless either way. Just put him there. You have Messias there. You can play CDK even there. Like that's how I see it. Like it opens more options for the team, and I think we're not gonna stick with the cam only to play Diaz there. No, we don't even have a sub for him. And we have actually Adli. Adli doesn't even touch the pitch. That's why I have some issues with Pioli's the choices being made all around the season, and I'm just tough, man. They're not the
He's
best.
not playing
choices.
because Leao and CDK has to play, man.
You don't have to play CDK, man. He can sit around, bro. We didn't buy Zidane, man. Like we bought CDK. He can
gonna change the-
To be
fucking
fair, he
sit on the
played
bench.
well today. I think CDK
Yes, he
well.
played well, but the moment we needed, he needed to actually keep Diaz. We're pressing. They're playing with 11 players. We need a player in the lines. He subs off Diaz. That's when he actually gonna play Diaz. That's when he's the most useful. When you have the ball and the other team doesn't want to have the ball, that's when Diaz is the best, or Adli is the best, the most technical guys. No, both of them are not on the pitch. I don't get his choices, man. Like that's why I have some issues with him. Is you tell me you need physicality, you put Gabia, you leave Thiaw outside. It's just weird, man. Like I don't want to put the blame on him. I know he's facing a tough season so far, but still, bro, like you can make some better decision as a coach. The three choices don't make much sense in my mind. How do you expect a team to jump back in with three subs in the same minute? It's not like I'm gonna put. Let's try first maybe Giroud out because he played all the games. Put Ibra in, keep Leao and Diaz, and see what Ibra can do with them for at least 5-10 minutes. Then I'm gonna put CD. We already know what CDK is gonna do. So putting him that early that didn't really make any sense. And I get it. We paid a lot of money. There is pressure to play him, but you need. Honestly, Laird's like amazing coaches, like the hard ones. They don't give a fuck how much they paid for a player if he's not delivering. Like he can be 100 million like Hazard. Ancelotti will bench him. I don't care, man. Like Vinicius is better. It's simple
Yeah,
as
but
that.
the first year Hazard was playing every time.
Yeah, but then bench forever. Bale is not delivering, bench forever. Rodrigo plays. You get my point?
Yeah, it's too early to bench CDK. That's what I'm saying.
For me, I think if you
Can
play
you
seven,
check?
I think it's time
Can you
to
check
give
CDK's
Adli as
game
much
today,
as
Roy?
no, Laird, hear me. I think it's time to give Adli as much as a chance you gave to CDK. If you gave him 7 months to deliver, he did not. You have now 3 months left, not even. Give it to Adli at least. Give him 5 minutes, 10 minutes everywhere. And last game he played, he gave him a fucking assist. I don't get purely choices, man. I'm sorry, but like I don't like to shit on the man who won us a Scudetto, but it is what it is this season.
Roy, I can see, man. He's a striker. I want to see his football, his game today. I want to see his stats. And by the way, let's close this live. No point to stay longer than 1 hour and a half.
Sure,
Laird,
I
can you
mean, there
hear
isn't
me?
much to say though.
What did you
Sorry?
ask? What did you want to say?
see CDK's performance today?
I wasn't bad. Yeah,
No, it
decent
wasn't
numbers.
bad. It wasn't bad. But I think we needed Diaz more at that moment. Okay, if we had Diaz at that particular moment, maybe he could have given you or scored a goal. Because you're playing inside the lines. That's where he's best at.
Possession lost too. I think one of them was a foul that the referee didn't give to him.
The ref was also a joke today. But I don't want to blame the ref.
You played 30 minutes.
The players for missing sitters, man, across the line. Okay, I would blame the ref if we couldn't score and he gave them a penalty or some shit. But no, man, like we had the chances, we're just fucking missing.
We're not playing 4-3-3, guys.
I know.
All the chat makes sense here. The 4-3-3 is a good formation.
But I think the chat understands
players
also football. They can see what this team is more capable. Probably,
but we're not gonna play 4 because our defense. Let's be honest, guys. Our defense is not good enough to play 2 at the back. So 4. It's not good enough, guys. We need to stay 3 at the back. Just be more focused. We still create chances, guys. That's the problem I have. That we still create a lot of chances.
Let me see the sheet stat.
So, anyway.
Let's see. Mamma mia, how many? 24 shots.
See?
Oh, God.
But look how efficient we are. 4 on target.
And all of them came at the last 30 minutes.
You see, man, like I told you, the issue is go to Spurs game is even worse.
Oh my God, dude. What the hell?
So, in terms of chances, we're creating a lot. The issue is we don't finish, man. Like, and that's a big issue.
Only 4 shots on target. That's crazy. Shots off target, 12.
That's not dude. Blocked shots. My God. What is this block shots thing? Oh, yeah, those on the line, probably. Anyway.
This doesn't look for Champions League. Like, if you go like this in Champions League, you get 24 chances and you don't score any of them. You're gonna get disqualified, man.
Who are our opponent? Porto, right?
Like whoever we play there.
How do you know it's Porto, man?
No, just checking the possible. Man, look
Like
at
if we play Benfica, no matter which team we're gonna face, if we miss so many chances, we're losing the games, man. We have to be more efficient. I think the Pioli needs to focus on that next week. Just efficiency, guys. There is an issue. You get to the box, you're not scoring. That's the issue now. We can forget defense. Yes, it was a focus, not paying attention in one action. But besides that, not really that many chances for Salernitana. They were preying on counters. We know that would happen. Defense is not so bad, to be honest. They're doing a pretty good job. If you look at the last 10 games, it's a pretty good job.
On big games, defense does well because they are concentrated, so they don't fuck that up.
Yeah.
The problem of the defense is with these small games, they just
they at some
Amori
point
and
they just
Kalulu
like for me
have,
they lack focus. The way we started the second half, we weren't serious, man.
they underestimate the opposition, man.
Yeah.
Because Tomori and Kalulu underestimate teams like Fiorentina, Salernitana. They
don't
think
think they're gonna make these
I'm
runs
seeing
and
red
score
flag.
like that, man.
I'm
Like,
seeing
they
red
think
flag.
they're incapable of that or something.
What are you checking on about these teams, Roy?
How many goals they score? How many goals they concede?
All of them are good, Roy. All of them. There isn't a bad team in the last 8.
CT is not incredible, I'll be honest. 25 goals
25.
this season.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But still better than us.
Still, man, they
That-
have Haaland. They have like key players that in one moment they can steal a game, man.
Inter is probably the worst one out of all of them.
It's Inter is
What-
like us. We're the worst. We're the worst, guys. Like
We're the
us
worst
and
because we
Inter.
got like 15
To
goals.
be honest with you, like there isn't any worse than us. There isn't any.
What about? No, this is not how you spell chess.
But even Inter, I watched their game against the last 2 games they lost. It's the same issue they have. They just miss a lot.
Chelsea doesn't score goals.
Not even
They don't.
Lukaku. Like everyone is just missing there. Like
Watch them. 37 goals conceded. Chelsea does not score goals. Look at
they
this.
score in Champions League though. They're one of the best attacking teams in Champions League this season.
Whatever teams are there. Man City.
Real
Bayern.
Madrid, Atletico, I think. No.
No. If the 2 Portuguese teams are less than 20 goals conceded, Bayern 71 goals scored. Holy shit. 25 goals conceded.
All the big teams are easy to score, in my opinion, this season. No one has a great defense.
I think Napoli
Inter.
is a great defense, to be honest with
Oh
you.
no,
We
we
have
are worse.
33.
We are the worst.
Yeah.
Man. We are the
Yeah,
worst.
we are the worst in Champions League, if you look at.
Yeah, but I told you, Inter Milan this season, a very similar season. Like both of us, we have the same problems, the same shit, the same broken fence. The difference is that they have an ambitious owner without money. We have a lazy fuck ass with money.
Bro, we have a fucking owner that didn't even know Milan was the second most.
He doesn't even Google
He
Milan.
didn't even know that
You
Milan
know,
is
you
the
know how lazy that is not to even Google AC Milan.
How
what
the
you're about to
fuck
buy.
do you buy a club and you don't know that? How the fuck do you spend $1 billion and you don't know
What
this
is
shit?
money?
But that's I told you guys, like
It's
these
not
are
his
venture
money,
funds.
that's
They're
why.
just buying and selling us together and trying to make money. They don't really care if we win a Champions League. As much as they're profitable at the end of the season, it's a good season. In their mindset, do you get that, guys? Like it's not the mindset of a fan. As much as I'm making money, I'm good. I'm not losing money. And football is a losing money industry. It's not a profitable industry. So these guys, trust me, guys, like that's why I was so upset with Elliot, and I'm always upset with the owners. And I was so fucking hoping that we're gonna be bought by the Arabs because I know they're throwing money at players. I want that, man. I don't care if we have an excess of 30 players. let us deal with the rich problems. Let us deal with.
What do you guys think about this question? Guys, what was your opinion on disallowed penalty decision? I thought it was a solid penalty or a
I
sold
don't think
penalty.
so. I think they was looking for
I
a
think
penalty there.
the fair one, it can be a penalty.
I don't think both were penalties there. I think we were looking for penalties. We were playing the penalties in both cases.
To be fair, the Salernitana player pushed Benacer.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know how much he pushed it, but
It looked like a penalty to me, to be honest.
Yeah. I've
The
seen
Benacer
more
one.
soft penalty.
well, even if you have a penalty, doesn't mean you're gonna score it though. Like, I get it, but I said the ref is a joke. Like the calls he had throughout the game,
But
the
I don't
fouls
know.
he fouled, the yellows he gave, it's just weird. But besides that, we had the opportunities to go in front, so we can't really
Yeah.
blame him there.
Yeah. And I think that when Leao had it, no Leao, when Hernandez had his foul in the box, I thought there was a pass to CDK you should have done there. CDK was open.
Yeah,
That
but
was
I
a
don't. I think it was like, no, fuck that.
yeah. He's just like no, no CDK, not today.
It's CDK, no, fuck
May-
that. I'm
Maybe
moving
next
forward.
year, CDK. Maybe next year.
It is what it is, guys.
It is. It is.
This
I think
season
we'll
is
be
like
fine
this.
though. I think we're gonna qualify too.
I think Champions League is the one that's gonna give some good vibes.
Come on,
You
Larry,
know
say
the
it.
good news
Say
I
it.
read today, guys.
I've
We're
said it, man,
expected,
already. I'm not gonna say it every time.
Laird, we're expected to make 83 million euros from sales on tickets this season, compared to
Yeah, 43.
34 last year, man.
Yeah, 34. Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
because the last year we had like half of the season, more than half of the season was 35%
oh,
capacity.
Sorry, D5. Jerry did not know that Milan was the second most successful team in the Champions League after he bought the club. He didn't know.
he doesn't even know what Champions League is, guys.
He saw 7 in the trophy cabinet or the trophy room,
I can
and he
bet
saw
you,
somebody
I can bet
else
you,
had
he still
6.
thinks that Champions League is just the badge, like the badge we have. It's
No,
not
man,
like,
he thinks some Premier League teams has more than us. That's what he thinks.
Yeah, he probably
Because
thinks.
but do you see that's the marketing, guys? Like Premier League
Oh,
has
yeah.
been over the
Yeah,
years.
absolutely.
It's
Propaganda.
he
just like
thinks
propaganda.
because he sees on ESPN all these Premier League clubs, and he thinks some Premier League clubs has more than Milan.
Yeah.
Now
But
he
I think
just
even in the
realized that
US,
fuck it,
EPL is like the main market, right?
for USA.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, because they speak
Yeah.
English. So.
Yeah.
It's EPL, La Liga, then Serie A, I think, right?
I don't even know, man. La Liga has a lot of following in the United States, but still,
Yeah,
To be
especially
honest
La
with
Liga.
you, I don't
La
see many places where you can watch the league.
Spanish, right? Like
Exactly.
Mexico, the South America mainly also.
La Liga does not have TV rights in UK. It's for free. You can watch it for free, La Liga in UK.
Hey guys,
Serie A, you need to pay. It's
Oh,
more
wow.
followed, Serie A.
well, this is an interesting stat. In Champions League, Real Madrid has conceded one more goal than AC Milan.
Oh. So we have
Interest-
conceded just 7 goals in Champions League. Let me
That's
see
quite
Man City. I think we have a chance.
3. Ooh, only 3.
That's pretty good, yeah.
But thing is, we conceded 6 goals against only one big opponent.
Yeah.
6-5.
See, when you look at the stats, it's always look at where, like how.
Yeah, we conceded all of them mostly against Chelsea. Really.
13 goals.
Basically. So we can say, yeah, first game we were not like we were playing with the second team as well. Like I remember Gabia played, but still, like second game we were playing in San Siro. We had no excuse. We still lost 3, man. Like
You gave a fucking weird red card, man.
The red card there was like
See,
unbelievable.
when you think that on Benacer is not a penalty, even on Tomori on Mount is not a penalty. The soft
That's
touch.
some more. Benfica's conceded 1 goal more. They've scored much more. Well, another thing, though, I want to say that Real Madrid and Benfica scored way more than Milan, almost double.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. The goal in Champions League, who conceded less goal It's
If you want
quite
to check
relevant.
really a tough opponent, check Bayern stats, guys. Like, and their bench, man. Their bench is like a first team, man. Like, it's crazy.
Since they're doing really well. Let's see, Champions League. They probably have, 2 goals conceded only.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And
They
every
play the
game,
second game. They play the second game against.
you know, Lair, this season,
Mhm.
every game they have a different lineup. Every game a different lineup. That's how crazy that team is built.
See Chelsea.
I
5
think
goals.
Bayern in the next 10 years, bro, like they're gonna be scary as fuck, man. Because
Nah.
the way they think about the project and long term and medium term is crazy, man.
See it. Goals conceded. Into Champions League 7, like us.
Dude, we conceded 5 goals against Chelsea and 2 in
I think
general.
Napoli 3 or 4. I think.
Napoli and Bayern are the best 2 teams in Champions League this season. Like based
no,
on
6. 6.
Not bad for Napoli. 22 goals, and Napoli has 1 game left, so they can score another 3 and make it 25.
oh, they're going crazy in Champions League. I hope they go through, man. Napoli, I hope they go through. But the Inter, I hope they don't, man. I don't give a fuck.
They will go through. They will go through for sure.
I hope they don't, man. I hope Porto will surprise them.
What's the
No,
other
I'm talking about
team?
Napoli. I'm talking about Napoli.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure
yeah.
they will go through.
Porto. Champions League, 8 goals conceded, like 1 more than us. So the 2 teams with the best so far are Bayern with 2 goals conceded and Man City with 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you watch Bayern any game this season, guys? Like, did you watch any of their games this season?
I
I
watched the
watched.
Champions
I
League.
think I watched the Inter one.
Oh, okay. Imagine Lair, they're much better now, and more than that is that they're not playing with Neuer, and like these guys are crazy, man. Like, and when I look at the team and look at the options at the bench, I'm like, whatever. Like, even if they're losing 3-0, they can come back. Like, they have it in them.
I think we can beat Bayern. Bayern is one of the easiest for us.
Me too,
Okay.
Lair. We all think we can.
Did you say
No,
Bayern is
it's-
the easiest one?
Yeah, because they play
No, Lair,
quite
Bayern's not
attacking
easy,
football.
bro.
They will leave a lot of space behind.
No, trust me, Lair. Even when they leave space, they're really speedy going back. They have the same tactics basically, just with better players. When you look at their back 4, they're strong, physical, tactically very good. Speed. The wingers, they have 2 who are super speedy, 2 who are super technical. One of them is strongly built. Like, they have every situation ready.
Yeah, very, very well.
How
built.
many goals we scored in Champions League, Roy?
Let's check.
I think we scored around 12 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
My opinion. I think 10.
13.
Oh, 13. That's pretty good.
13. See, I was close.
Yeah, 12, 13. That's pretty good.
But you know what? Champions League, that's a good thing, is that now it's a knockout stage. Like, it doesn't matter if you're better than me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't, really. Knockout stage, they're played different, man. Like, if you have the hunger, the ambition, if you do things well, if you prey on mistakes.
Is it this Friday we will get the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Are you going to do it live, Roy?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
I'm
Yes.
not available this Friday. I'm going to be traveling 2 days.
Ah,
Thursday and Friday.
where are you going? Bahamas?
Switzerland.
Oh, you're going skiing, huh? In the Alps.
No, I'm not. I'm not going skiing, man. I don't like skiing. I hate it. It's not a thing that I like. I would not spend money to go on a cold place with snow. If I have to go on a cold place, I might as well stay in London.
True. But it's grim there, though. It's not really cold. It's just grim.
Yeah, I know. It's not like charming mountains with snow and things like that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about this table? 26 games. Everybody has 26 games. This is the final points.
12 games to finish. We need to win against Lazio, Roma, and 5 more
direct
games.
competitors. That's the main target, man. Okay. You can drop points elsewhere, but direct competitors, you have to win, man.
Beat
And
Roma and Lazio.
like,
That's
sorry to break it to you, but he's not made for the job. You don't tell me Lazio is a better team. You don't tell me Roma is a better, even Atalanta. No, none of the actual competitors are better than Milan. So if he doesn't make it to top 4, sorry, bro. Like you have.
I think this team has no excuse not to make top 4.
So if the coach misses even by 1 point, I don't give a fuck, man. Like you were supposed to race for the league. Now you miss even top 4. We can blame injuries, the World Cup, the refs, whatever. We need new blood.
He's not gonna miss top 4, guys. It's impossible.
I don't think
Roma and Lazio.
Every team
Roma
has
and Lazio are playing against each other next week.
No, but I'm saying even Inter is not safe from it now. Like even Inter can risk not making top 4.
And you know what? At this point, let's keep Juventus out of the Champions League, because Juventus in these past 3 years have just been embarrassing the Serie A in the Champions League. So let's keep Juve out of the Champions League.
Honestly, Roy, I think they're the most informed after Napoli in Serie A.
In Serie A, but in Europe, they're a disaster. I mean, they got
Anwar, they're not informed. They're not informed. They play conservative football, so they get the point.
But look at their results, Laird.
But yeah, I agree with Laird on this. I mean, if you go play Catenaccio, they play Catenaccio against Sampdoria, Cremonese, Verona, Spezia.
It works against these teams, guys.
Yeah, but
I mean, you're right. It does work. You're right. Maybe I know you are right. We should be shameless and just do that.
I think that's how we won this Serie A last year, guys. I think we played more defensive and direct football.
Juventus plays ugly, really obsessive defensive. It's not even like conservative football. At one point, Juventus is just embarrassing. And by the way, they play defensive football, but they conceded 22 goals that's a lot for a defensive type of football. Conceding 22 goals and scoring 44.
But let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you, even if we won the Scudetto playing like Juventus, would you guys be satisfied with that?
Definitely, man.
We wouldn't. I don't think we would never win a Scudetto like Juventus plays.
But
I don't
guys,
think any team can win the Scudetto the way Juventus plays.
Last season, we're the team who won a championship title in top 5 with the least margins in results. Imagine even less than Atletico.
But because we don't have a striker. Let's be honest, we don't have a striker. We don't have a goal-scoring player in the team.
But even Pioli, Laird, even if we had the scoring, Pioli, when we won the Scudetto, he said, my football is not about
the other
one
teams.
player.
I'm sorry, look at the other teams. Inter has Lautaro, Dzeko.
No, I'm speaking here about Laird, please. I agree with you on the striker thing, but I'm questioning
every team on top 7 has a striker. We don't have a striker. We've been without a
but
striker.
What do you mean,
But Pioli himself, he said, we don't play that type of football that will benefit only the striker. We play in a type of football when even the
Pioli, don't listen to me. Pioli is lying to the supporters, man, just to cover Baldini's ass and ownership ass because they don't have the money to buy him a striker. That's what he's saying. But the reality is you need a goal scorer. Every team needs a goal scorer.
But can we say that we won a Scudetto by Catenaccio last season?
No,
I don't think so. It
was not a Catenaccio. It was a high press, counter attack, but not Catenaccio because we didn't park the bus, man. We don't park the bus.
I don't think we parked the bus, but I think we played more direct football. We score on 3 passes, 4 passes. We don't score on a long build-up of 5 minutes.
But we had long build-ups as well. We had games that we
of
had
course,
to
but it's not the main. It's not the main.
I remember against Cagliari, we had to unlock the defense.
No, Laird, it's not the main DNA of the team. The main DNA is going on counters and fast tracking like counters, and That's
You
how
cannot
we.
play Catenaccio with Hernandez as a left back. I don't think it can work. I think we play progress, high press, pragmatic football. You will say, not based on possession, based on quick transaction.
I think we played high press. We would win the ball high and go
I
straight to
see Juve
goal.
doing the same this season, guys. Like I see them
But they play
very
quite
fast on transitions, like Rabiot, the way he will speed up the midfield, and like I
But-
see that also in Juve, like what we did last season.
But Juventus, when the opposition has the ball, they back up. They back up all
Yeah, they
the way
don't
Yeah,
do
back.
high
that's
press.
Allegri. That's no. I will not say the otherwise. That's Allegri's philosophy and DNA, even
You
if he
see-
has Ibra.
You see that
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we don't have the ball, Giroud, Diaz, Selemakers, they all go on the opposition, on the defender to try to get that ball. That's not
Okay.
Catenaccio. That's poor man's Liverpool football. Because we don't have the players Liverpool has. That's the reality.
But that's
Purely-
the issue I have with Pioli is that he tried to do what Klopp is doing.
Well, but
Klopp
that's
is-
what we did, and we won the league last season.
no.
That's
no.
what we did.
We
Yes,
could
we
not,
were
we
pressing.
couldn't do it, players. We couldn't do it.
We were pressing, but that's what we did. We were pressing.
No, but
defenders.
we were
That was the
pressing in our half. Like,
gegenpress.
players. We will.
But
we will
no,
get
that's. I swear to God, man. If you look at the goals like we scored, if you look, there is you can check the video. You see where we get the ball, where
we press in the midfield. We don't press like in their goalkeeper.
We also did.
Well, because
Yeah.
Yes, we
that
do.
is
but Liverpool
that
would
is
do that at every
unnatural.
lost ball, Roy. It's like
Okay.
when-
Sure, Liverpool is an extreme example of that. Yeah.
But even Liverpool does not get the ball on the box of the opposition. Liverpool gets the ball on the final
No,
third.
I'm saying
or
like
the mid-
when you tried, like when we played them. Remember, you would have Maignan trying to set up the pass. He's already being pressed. The moment Kessie would get it, you
Well,
already
we
have
do
one
that
player
as
on
well.
his back.
We do that as well. We do that as well in Serie A.
Last year,
We-
I don't think we did that as much there. I think we
did that
pressed
in a
more.
lot of games. Lazio, we were pressing Lazio like mad.
Just hear me out,
Lazio
Laird.
didn't
I
get it.
think the 20 meters just before the midfield, like the middle of the line, that's where we press the most. That's for me where I would see Tomori and even Tonali Benasser press one player and get the ball, launch someone forward.
We pressed Roma. We scored 2 goals against Roma, pressing them on their
No, I'm not saying we
at
don't
the
press
entry of their
players.
box. We
I'm
scored
saying the difference is where we
scored
press.
half of our goals with a high press, getting the ball high in the pitch and creating a chance. Half of our goals, at least half of them, we scored them like this. Even against, especially big teams. I remember, how's it called? The Inter goal is an example. Giroud presses Sanchez. Sanchez. He gets the ball, and we start the counter attack. In the derby, the first goal that Inter were crying about being a foul. Giroud presses and gets the ball.
Oh, Laird, I'm not saying we don't press. I agree with you, we press. It's just that I'll give you another example. Even Barca Guardiola, the way they would press is because they are so upfront that they cannot allow you to build up from the back. So they need to press you as fast as they can, because if they don't, you have the whole field open for you for counters, and they don't want that. So it's very important for them to get the ball as fast as they lost it. Like the moment they lose it, they need to press you to get it back, and that's what Barca was so good at. And
But that's different. That's different from our football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that because we cannot play their play style, we don't have the same technical players, and not physical, not even the same talent. The way Pioli would set up that press is that he would wait for you to get a little bit in front of him. Then he would press you because he needs you to come a little bit out of your area so that he presses you to launch Theo and Leao.
Well, that's what Liverpool does as well. It's just that's better. Or at least
I think in the beginning, yes, Laird. In the beginning, yes. But since the other teams figured out that way, they tried to get around it. They started beating them. So what he did is that he turned into a full Pep Barcelona kind of team that I'm gonna press you the first moment the keeper touches the ball. If I will lose, if that press is not good, then we probably we're gonna concede. But that's the risk they're taking in every game, in every time they press. And they're so good at it is that it works for them because their opponents are not so good at keeping the ball at their feet. So one time, two times, I give you a foul. Next time I get the ball. The other time I don't get it, but the second pass I will get it. The second lost ball I will get it. And that's how they press you. I think Pioli now, the way he changed the system is that he revolves back to his idea of, okay, I need to press in the midfield again a little bit so that I can launch the ball forward either with a long pass or with short passes between Diaz and Leao. Sometimes it works. This time it didn't work because I think Salernitana coach was too good today. Like the way he read the game, he could have
I think Leao
he
was
could
too
have thought
shit,
that he
man.
could have stalled the game, but he actually like was very secure about his adjustments, and he didn't take a
If
heavy
if
risk.
Giroud and if Ibra and Origi CDK started, we would have done better in first half probably.
Probably. I think first half was okay, honestly, Lars. I think second half was not okay. First half, I think we created a lot of chances.
Anyway, I'm going to sleep, guys. I think we said what we had to say today.
Definitely.
There is not
All right.
much to say. Looking forward for these Champions League games to see Inter go through. Oh my god, man!
We
Oh,
play tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's
yeah.
Inter, or is it Napoli tomorrow?
Oh man.
Who's playing tomorrow?
I think is Inter because Napoli played Sunday, so they must be playing. Or play Saturday. Did Napoli play Saturday? Inter
Yeah.
played Friday, so if Inter play Friday, that means they're gonna play tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, Lukaku is laughing. That's a good sign.
Oh,
No, when he gets unlucky.
I'd be laughing too if I was making 8 million a season and without scoring any goals. You know, life is
He's
easy
making
for him.
12 net.
But still,
8
like
is paying,
honestly,
8 is paying Inter. The rest
even
is
more.
being paid by
but
Chelsea.
Inter really ripped Chelsea on this deal, man. Like they sold Lukaku and got him back on loan.
Yeah, Chelsea is a mess. What a mess that team is.
This is that's why we needed to sell Leao. MVP. Fuck it, sell it. 80 million.
Bro, we can sell
Thank you
Leao
very
to
much.
Chelsea and loan him back, man.
Mhm.
We can do what Inter did to Chelsea.
Guys, look at this Mudryk and how they paid almost 100 million for him, and his performances are so underwhelming.
It doesn't
Who is
matter.
a team that can buy Leao?
The issue
Bayern
is they
Munich?
didn't even need a player like him. Like, why would you even go buy him? He doesn't even have a position on that pitch.
But they will work. I know they will work in the future.
Definitely, but Laird, like they're doing the mistake that PSG was doing years ago, just buying everyone and everything. It doesn't work like that, man. Like maybe they got one Champions League that way, but doesn't mean they're gonna get it every season, man.
No, but they're gonna build a good team. It's just
I think they already have a good team, man. For me, they should be fighting with the. They should be normally top of the league, not Arsenal.
Yeah, but clearly the coach is the missing piece at the moment.
I mean, they should have stuck with Tuchel, even though it wasn't working in the beginning. Like, don't change the coach so abruptly, and like you don't give him even like a month to survive. Like, if he misses points on a month,
Yeah, but I heard that they wanted to sign players, and Tuchel was against it, and there was like
so
I don't know.
Tuchel
These
was
are
right, I guess. Then.
There was things like, oh, let's play 4-4-3, something like that, and Tuchel is like, no, you cannot play that. It's not allowed. There was like a misunderstanding between Tuchel and the ownership, so they had to fire him to start
before we close, let's just do a prediction of these 4 games. Quick.
Okay, City, Leipzig. I said penalties.
Really?
Actually, extra time for City.
And who goes through for you guys?
City goes through, but extra time. Porto Inter goes Porto through. Yeah, the Porto is gonna win. Real Madrid Liverpool. I think Real Madrid is gonna go through, but Liverpool will pull off something stupidly crazy, like a 3-0 or 3-1 for Liverpool. You know what I mean?
They have to win 4-0, right? By 4 goals to go through.
So Real Madrid is gonna go through, but Liverpool will go really close. And Napoli is a 3-1 for Napoli.
Okay. What about you, Andrew?
For me, I would say 2-0 for Man City. I think 1-0 for Porto, and they go to penalties with Inter. Porto goes through. And Real Madrid, Liverpool, I think 2-2 in this game. I give them a draw. And Real goes through. Napoli, Frankfurt. This one, I think maybe. I think it's gonna be an upset in this one. I don't know. Frankfurt looks. They might go for it. But I'll
Yeah.
go with. Yeah, but for me, I think Napoli is too good this season. That's the.
Anwar, if they go for it, they get 3.
I know, man.
That's
Like
the thing.
that's 3
If they
goals.
open up with Napoli, they get 3.
I know, like that's the issue. If you want to play football with Napoli, you get punished. So I think Napoli will win this one. I think with a large score. I think that it's gonna be 3-1, probably. I think Frankfurt would
Right.
score. They would try to get at least a goal.
Gotcha.
What about you, Roy?
All right, I'm gonna go with the Super EPL upset. Leipzig beats Man City. No EPL teams for the first time in how many years in the next phase?
No, Chelsea is
Chelsea
there,
is still there.
Ah, fuck.
You
All
got
right.
so upset when I told you that, man.
Shit. Never mind. Okay. Porto Inter.
Super upset.
I think it's 51% Inter, 49% Porto because of the 1-0, but I think this is a very close game.
They
Real
played in
Madrid.
Porto. Very hostile.
Yep.
City.
Yeah. Real Madrid, Liverpool. I think Real Madrid has it locked. And Napoli, Frankfurt. I think Napoli, but I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult than people want to think. I think Frankfurt is going to try.
You know what I think about the Porto Inter game? Inter has been so shit away from home, like embarrassing. So
Even at home, though, they've been bad. Even in the
And I
San
think
Siro.
Porto will come at them. Like this Portuguese team when they play at home, there's something about the energy they have.
Oh yeah, Portugal is a tough place to play in. Tough.
oh yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Hostile.
And I think like if they bring it like first minute, Inter is gonna be so confused throughout the game.
Let's see. If Inter organize, if the coach tactically is organized, they can go on a counter. They have players to go on a counter.
If the
Inter
coach
has
is
the
smart,
counter.
Laird, he needs to play Catenaccio tomorrow. Like don't risk it at all, man.
Yeah, but with the counter that you can go with the wings, with Lautaro, with
You should
Dzeko,
play
with
Dumfries in
Barella.
this game for me. Like
You can go.
Yeah.
They're gonna leave you spaces, but as Roy says, it's tough. In Portugal, it's always tough.
Yeah, I always watch their games at home. Even like the games between them, Sporting, it's very hostile, man. Like the energy in the stadium is crazy.
Rough. Just a lot of what's it? Hormones, endorphins.
But I think it helps, man. It's part of the what for us. I think it's true also for us, man. Like,
Yeah, San Siro, man.
like when
Yeah,
people come to San Siro, they're scared, man. Like even though we're not scary, like as a team, they're just scared of San Siro. Like
the stadium, yeah.
The only teams you don't find scared is like the Real Madrid, like the teams that have been playing that for 11 years. They don't really, like they play the final in San Siro. They don't really see it as a hostile place.
Well, they didn't play it against Milan.
Well, but still, remember when they played us years ago with Mourinho? The way they played, they were not scared, man. People whistling everywhere.
Well, they didn't win though.
But yeah, like Inzaghi scored 2 offsides.
Yeah, true. Inzaghi, end of career, scored 2 goals.
Both of them.
Even Barcelona, even Prime Barcelona.
He was born offside
and losing. Prime Barcelona was coming at San Siro losing 2-1.
No, but I get that. But still, like only these teams can manage to get to face us there.
Allegri was winning against Barcelona at San Siro.
Yeah. But they won us 2 times before that when they faced us. I remember in San Siro. And with Messi.
Yeah, because they got a really weak Milan. But the moment you get a decent one,
we were in banter era against the best era of Barca.
I- Guys, I think it's more difficult to play in the Serie A than in the Champions League for Milan.
Yeah,
think in the-
think
in
I
the
think
Champions
for this
League-
Milan, though, I wouldn't agree with that, Roy. Maybe past Milan, yes, because those players were different. They were Champions League champions.
I agree with Roy because you see Kalulu Tomori, they had a better game in Champions League than actually with Fiorentina. And
But they had shit games also layered against Chelsea.
No, Chelsea was the referee, but
About 2
It
games,
was a
6
referee.
goals layered.
no, it was not 6 goals, man. It was a 2-0 and
No,
2-0.
3-0, 3-0, man.
3-0, 3-0 was it? I think the
Yeah.
second one was 2-0.
No, bro, 3-0.
But
That's why
I
I'm
think
saying-
I think in the Champions League you just have more space, and the teams are just more focused. Like the team is more
Noir
focused.
was a 2-0.
2-0?
2-0. Yeah, it was 2-0,
Okay.
man.
My bad.
And by the way, Balotelli and Dest, Tatarusanu. I mean,
I like all of them. I would go to, I don't know, like a team that has
I
a
wanna
good.
play. I want to play Chelsea now with Mike Magnan, Chao, Tomori, Kalulu, Theo.
Bro, we need a
Telemakers.
solution layered for these guys.
I want to
Like,
play Chelsea now. Let's see if they score 5 goals this time.
Can we sell them
wanna
like
see.
all in a bundle, like a bundle of 4 players? You pay us 10 million for the 4 of them.
Well, that's the Balotelli.
All these
Tatarusanu.
guys, like, they're very
Dude,
similar.
I'm happy. I'm happy. Tatarusanu is leaving anyway, but Dest is leaving as well. Balotelli, I'm happy to pay someone to take him. Pay. I'm not kidding. I'll pay.
What? You're gonna
I'll
pay
pay
for Dest
to-
to leave?
No,
Dest is already leaving.
Balotelli. Dest
You know,
is leaving. I
my
need to
biggest
pay.
regret about all the players we didn't keep, guys,
Which
it's
one?
Dalo.
Oh yeah, Dalot, yeah, was
It
a
was
good player,
good.
but Man United was a tough.
Bro,
Like,
like Man United was asking for how much? Like 25?
20.
I think.
20
Bro,
million.
we should have paid that shit, man. Like 20 million for that type of winger.
For a bench player? No, man.
For me-
Dalo, 20 million.
We were
is-
broke,
is
man. At
Very
that time, we
few.
were broke. We were broke.
For me, it's Chalanov.
No,
Shut up.
I don't-
Let's
I don't
close this
know, man.
live
I
right
was
now.
happy
Thank you,
he fucking
Roy.
left.
Thank you,
I
Roy.
was
Or else
happy,
we have
man.
to close the live. Let me say thank you to all the chat.
No,
Christian
that's the
Pazmian.
worst 10
I'm-
to ever wear a 10 in the history of 10s that I've ever watched.
Yo, I'm going, by the way, guys. If you guys want to
Okay,
stay,
let-
and
me
No,
too.
no, let's close. Let's close.
Forza
We'll-
Milan. And,
Forza Milan,
let's
guys.
do. We will do a live on Saturday probably or Sunday to speak about.
Friday, I'll probably do the watch along.
You're gonna do the watch along on Friday. That's interesting. Yeah,
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll do the watch along.
It's gonna be on YouTube though, like the draw. So that's fine.
Insane. Okay, Forza Milan. We're
Thank
gonna
you,
make it
everyone.
top 4, man. We're gonna make it top 4. I think this is the hardest year of the Maldini era.
Yeah, probably.
This one.
Because
We go
next
through
year-
this one is done. The
Hopefully,
hardest
man.
moments are done.
Hopefully.
Okay. Forza Milan. Let me close it with a nice song here. Let me pick a song.
Guys, you take care, everyone.
Peace out. Ciao, arrivederci,
Yeah,
Forza Milan.
Ciao.
This.